Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Every now and then a story comes along that you can feel happening in real time. That's what we're talking about today. The absolute explosion we're seeing in women's professional sports. It's happening everywhere.
All right, here's what we've got lined up. First, we'll ask, is this a new golden age? Then we'll look at how things are growing all over the world with new sports and new places to play. After that, we're going to follow the money. And then, of course, we'll wrap it all up with the big takeaway. Ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start big. It really feels like we've hit some kind of tipping point, you know? I mean, it's a huge question, right? But seriously, when you start connecting the dots, I'm talking new tournaments popping up all over, crazy financial investments breaking records, all the signs are just screaming yes. And this isn't just happening in one place or for one sport. It's truly a global thing.
So let's start on that global stage. We're seeing these huge established sports like football and its super fast-paced cousin, futsal, not just growing, but putting down really deep roots all across the world. And a perfect example of this is happening right now in Southeast Asia. There's a new tournament called the ASEAN Women's Futsal Championship. Get this, it's only the second time it's being held, but it's already creating this incredible competitive pulse in the whole region. And what's so cool here is you can see a mix of old guards and new challengers. You've got the hosts, Thailand, in one group, and the defending champs, Vietnam, leading the other. But then, look at this, you've got a team like Australia jumping in. That just completely blows the competition wide open. This is exactly how you build a lasting tradition for a sport. Okay, so that's a regional tournament. Now let's zoom out and look at what's happening across an entire continent. We're heading to Africa, where you see the exact same thing happening, but honestly on an even bigger scale.
Okay, I want you to focus on this number for a second. 16. What's that? Well, the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, WAFCON, has just gotten bigger. They've expanded the tournament from 12 teams to 16 for 2026. And this isn't just about adding a few more matches. No way. This is a huge statement that says, hey, the talent pool in Africa is getting seriously deep. And just look at this draw. The competition is gonna be fierce. You've got the hosts, Morocco, in Group A, and believe me, they are building something special. Then in Group B, you've got South Africa, the champs from 2022. Having more teams just means we get more of these massive, high-stakes aims right from day one. And this, right here, this is exactly what I mean by depth. You've got Nigeria, the 10-time, I repeat, 10-time champions in Group C. But then you look over at Group D, and you see teams like Cape Verde and Malawi making their debut. This is what expansion does. It opens the door for new countries to get their shot on the biggest stage. So it's not just about making existing tournaments bigger. What's also happening is that we're seeing brand new paths to becoming a pro in sports that are just blowing up right now.
A really key part of this in the US is something called the NCAA's Emerging Sports for Women program. Think of it like a fast track. It's designed for sports like flag football. The rule is simple. Once 40 colleges get on board and create a varsity team, boom, it can become an official NCAA championship. And that unlocks everything, scholarships, funding, you name it. And it's so important to get this about a sport like flag football. It's not just football light, not at all. Diana Flores, the amazing Mexican quarterback and a global ambassador for the sport, puts it perfectly. She says it's a totally different game. It's all about speed, agility, and creativity, not just brute force. That's what makes it so exciting to watch and so much more accessible. So, okay, we've got more tournaments, we've got new sports. That means more opportunities. And guess what? The athletes are stepping up to meet that moment, evolving their own skills to a whole new level of tactical genius. I mean, just listen to this from tennis star Aryna Sabalenka. She used to be known as just this big, aggressive power player, but now she says she has A, B, and C plans for a match. She can play at the net, play defense, use her slice. She's become a complete player. And the results? They speak for themselves. She's won something like 38 of her last 40 matches in Australia. That's just unreal. And of course, behind all this growth, the tournaments, the new pathways, the incredible skill, there's always one thing driving it: money. So let's follow the money and look at one specific deal that I think tells the entire story. Take a look at this number, 315,000 euros. Now, just a couple of years ago, a number like that would have been a world record transfer fee in women's soccer. But today,
That's the price a club in the second division in England, Birmingham City, paid for just one player, Wilma Leithamar. Let that sink in.
And this is why it's such a big deal. The team's head coach, Amy Merricks, just laid it all out there. She basically said, if you didn't take us seriously before, you better now. This isn't just buying a player, it's a huge statement of ambition. It's a club shouting from the rooftops that they are coming for the top league.
So this one single transfer tells you everything you need to know about what's happening. It's a story about ambition. It's a story about a high-stakes fight to get promoted. It shows you that real money is finally flowing into the women's game. And at the end of the day, it's a massive bet on a talented player to deliver the goods.
So what's the big picture here? Let's pull all these pieces together. We've got new tournaments around the world, new ways to go pro, athletes reaching insane new levels of skill, and big money being spent. So what does it all add up to?
It means the whole conversation has changed. For so long, the story of women's sports was about the fight just to get on the field, just to have a chance to play. And while that fight isn't totally over, a brand new chapter is being written. This chapter is all about professionalization, serious commercial money, and elite, top-tier performance. So think about it. We're seeing brand new tournaments built from scratch. We're seeing real, solid pathways for the next generation of stars. The athletes are more skilled than we've ever seen. And all of it is being supercharged by money, which just fuels more ambition and more growth. It's a powerful cycle. And that's what I want to leave you with. We've talked about a record transfer fee for a second division team, a whole continent expanding its biggest tournament, and new sports on the horizon. The momentum is undeniable. So the real question is, what's next? What's the next barrier to be smashed? What record is going to fall tomorrow?